Okay, so let's speak to this customs and excise agent.
I'm just a friend of Adironir.
Well, let's tell you a bit about her. Do you know where I can find her? Let's lie. She went to the mainland on a gondola. What a disappointment. Thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself. Anyway, maybe I'll run to her there. Right, okay, that was a good lie. She could have paid anyone to do that, but I don't mind. That's given me a little easy mission to do. There's a random Khajiit over there. I'm sure there is a purpose to him. Just can't remember what it was though. It's nice that someone's cleared out the dead bodies though. Okay, and let's speak to Adhirina. Yeah, that's me. Okay, so let's ask you about... Not talking about that to me, okay? Really, so you made the agent go away. This is a good trick. Now I'll tell you about the cult, or the Sixth House cult. So let's ask about the Sixth House cult. This Adno knows about because it's about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for the old clients because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. What do they smuggle? I don't know, because they're very secret. This is odd because the smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hash up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweetmeats. Is that all you know? Okay, that seems like all you know. And let's ask about the cult. Yes, I know nothing about the cults because it's just silly superstition, so you tell Keys this. Nobody in the right mind pays attention to this nonsense. Prophecies and heroes reborn and other silliness. Fuzzy tales for little kitties. Okay then, so we've heard the Sixth House is smuggling something that we don't really know about. And our last person is to go and find Mehra Milo. So we shall go do this. These people live down here. Some of them have no function at all, by the way. Some of them are just friendly little animals that wander around. Oh, there's a little turning here that I missed. That's a disadvantage of not having a really narrow field of vision in games. You can't really see. You've only got a tunnel vision. You can't see to your left or your right. Right, we need to head south, I think it is. And we need to go to the Temple District. It's got kind of a impressive, massive stone fortress over there, as you can probably see. We need to get down there. So you've got this temple district, and you've got one more puzzle district beyond here, which is, or the palace district technically. Let's go in here. There's a shrine up here which you can visit. Okay, we're going to have more trouble getting up here because these walls are too steep. Is this Mehra Milo? No, this is High Fane. There's Mehra Milo's quarters. So she isn't up in one of those massive ramps. Is she here though? No. I'll have to ask someone where Mehra Milo is. Hello? Someone in particular. Mehra Milo. She's a temple priestess who works in the libraries. Okay, so we need to go and find where the library is. Ah, right in front of us. There's a couple of useful books in here as well. I can't remember whether they're skill books or not. Mehra Milo is not a dark elf, as I remember. Oh yes, she is. Let's talk to her then. Yes, I'm Mehra Milo. So we need to... She wanders over to the back of the library to talk hush hush. There's a deed there to a house. Go ahead, I'm afraid I don't know anything about 6th House, but I can tell you about the Neverine cult. Okay, well, tell me about it then. Temple worships Nerevar as a saint and a hero, but the prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Neverine cult claims the Tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Neverine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes temple doctrine on the Neverine prophecies. They say Neverine all the time, like about 3 times a sentence. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their belief. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Keys Casades. That will tell him the things he needs to know about the Neverine cult. So, Progress of Truth. We can go and try and steal the book. Because we need to get a copy for Keys to read. Or we could go back to that bookshop and pick it up. There's 2 options. Now where is it? Not that one. Not that one. Maybe the Progress of Truth is right in front of one of these guys. And that would be... oh, here it is. Okay, I can see that being incredibly difficult to take. Let's save here. Ha! No one saw that. No one saw me steal from the library. Saves me some time. Let's have a look at the Progress of Truth then. Okay, it tells you about the divinity of the Tribunal. It says the temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. Those are basically the 3 gods, who are Vivec, Almexia, and Almamexia, and the 3rd one is Sothasil. And they're basically 3 dark elves that ascended to godhood, and they are claiming that they did this because of questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. And they're claiming here that this was conferred by the Dunmer ancestors, and that's the source of the temple religion. And point 2 is the purity of the Tribunal. Dissident priests say the temple has always maintained a public face and a hidden face. The public portrays the actions of the Tribunal, which are those 3 gods I mentioned, in the heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts, and varying interpretation. In particular, the accounts of the battle at Red Mountain, which basically questions the 3 gods' conduct. Also, it's good evidence that Tribunal have been concealing the true nature of Dagother and concealing a recent diminishing of the Tribunal's magic powers. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. Ashlander tradition does not place a tribunal at Red Mountain, holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves, not the Nerevar destroyed them. Which we pretty much know in Skyrim that they killed themselves by doing something. And it says that Nerevar died at the conference, not of his wounds, and the tribunal confronted a defiant Dagather within Red Mountain and drove him under Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. Number 4, veneration of the dangerous saints and ancestors. While challenging the divinity of the tribunal, the dissidents did not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the tribunal. Dissidents talk about restoring many elements of fundamental ancestor worship. Number 5, denial of the prophecies of the incarnate and persecutions of the Nerevars. So basically the temple persecutes anyone who says that they're a reincarnation. Number 6, authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators, basically the temple hierarchy. Number 7, the Inquisition and the use of terror and torture by the Ordinators. Well, that's obviously something I don't agree with. Number 8, fundamentals of temple doctrine, charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. Basically saying the temple are corrupt and they don't serve the best interests of anyone. Okay, so now we've got that, we'll go back to Balmorra and we'll fast travel that, and that should finish up this episode. We'll see what Kias has to say about that. He's probably going to tell us that he's got a lot to read and think about. You can see how big Vivec is. Much bigger than anything you'll find in Skyrim. So let's go to Balmorra, fast travel. Yes, I should really pay 20 gold and find the Silt Strider, but with the convenience of fast travel, I guess actually it makes it a better game that you can fast travel, and certainly better for Let's Plays because you don't have to start walking around everywhere, which can be a little bit irritating. When I first played Morrowind, actually, I just thought, without any mods, I didn't choose the steed symbol as my birth sign. I found it so tedious because you lose stamina as you run. So you, especially in the first few levels, you have to spend ages walking from destination to destination, which can be obviously very frustrating. And plus all the streets were pretty much empty and everyone was unfriendly to you, and the combat was very ropey as well. No one's ever claimed the combat in Morrowind is any good. It's only until you got into the story.
Here to discuss your orders,
oh, okay,
or
so
is there
let's
something else you want?
talk to Chaos. Let's discuss orders again. I have your report. I'll make copy of your notes from Hulia and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing good work. Here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a pair of shoes. Do some jobs for the guilds or freelance work. Just keep your story current or get some training. When you're fit and rested, come back. I'll have new orders for you. Okay, so I've given him the book. He's going to sort through that again, but let's just ask for orders again to see what we're doing next. Okay, well, he's going to go and tell me to do things. But that pretty much concludes the session, and I will be coming back and getting on with the next quest.